What's up? This is Morgan from Kittie, and you're watching Groovey.TV. Showcase Showdown! Wow!
Hey, this is Groovey over here with Morgan from Kittie here at Moe's Barbecue, my favorite place in the whole world, here in Denver, Colorado. How's it going?
Good. It's now my new favorite place too. They fed us barbecue, and
awesome.
yeah, it's like barbecue and bowling and metal. You can't really, find a better combination.
It really is rad. Really, I love the shrimp sandwich here. It's fucking incredible.
I had turkey and I had pulled pork.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I went all out. So hopefully I don't throw up in the crowd tonight.
At least you don't go on for a couple more hours.
It's true. I have time to digest.
Now, great lineup on this tour. How's the crowd reaction been and everything?
It's been awesome. It's really nice to be able to tour with some fellow Canadians, and we all kind of share the same ideals, and we know a few of the same people, and it's really, really cool. Like the Agonist and Blackguard are both from Montreal, so it's a little bit of a jaunt from London. It's about 6 hours.
Okay.
And then we have Bonded by Blood from California. But no, everybody's getting along really well, and it's really cool. It's a good family vibe.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Now, from here, where are you guys all going around the country here?
Well, we've just sort of cut across the Midwest, and then we went up through Western Canada, and then we came down through like Portland, Seattle, through California, and now we're here. We went to Salt Lake, and then starting tomorrow we go through New Mexico, and then Texas, and then we kind of go all over the place again. It's weird. We cut back across the country, and then we go to the East Coast, and we're heading up to Canada again, the East Coast and stuff like that. So pretty much all over, everywhere except for like Florida for some reason.
Oh, Florida.
I know Florida always gets the shaft. It's been so long since we've been there. I don't know why.
Do you secretly hate Florida?
No, actually, I love the warm weather. It would be a welcome change, especially in the wintertime. Yes.
Kittie might be moving.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the latest album, I'm not going to call it new because it's been out for a little while. I'm hoping for some news on that, but what's the reception been on?
It's been really good, actually. We released it last August, and we were doing a tour then as well to promote the album. We did August and September across the states, and that tour was really good, and I mean, it continues with this tour. I think a lot of it has to do with the lineup also. Right. But no, the reactions have been really well, and been going really well, and I mean, people that are diehard fans love the music, and like even today I had a guy come up and be like, "Hey, are you playing this song from the new album? I really love it." So it's always nice to be reassured that your fans have stuck by what you've continued to do, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I personally love the album. And when I first saw the title, like whatever, a year and a half ago, I was like, "Wow, that's an interesting title." It
is. I mean, it's a very apologetic album, so yeah, it was a very cathartic experience for me, writing it and recording it and all that stuff. So yeah.
I mean, there's a slightly different vibe to it,
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I think it even comes across in the actual music. I mean, there's a few more kind of down-tempo, kind of sad, morose kind of songs.
Yeah.
And I think that just is a reflection of the mind frame that we were in at the time, especially for me, and lyrically as well. So.
Right. That's badass. Now, have you guys been writing on the road for the last year? Because it came out like last summer, I believe.
It came out August 30th last year. So, I mean, technically it hasn't really been quite a year yet.
Okay.
But no, we haven't been writing on the road. It's not really something that we're good at, just because when we're out on tour, we're too busy getting drunk and having fun.
Yeah.
I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. I mean, like, hey, we're grown-ups. We're allowed to have fun.
Absolutely.
By the way, this is not beer, I promise. It's iced tea.
Sure. I'm actually really hungover, if we're confessing.
Yep. I had some wine last night. It was pretty good. I've pretty much drank it. Wine. I'm a wino,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you drink too much beer on tour, I feel like I'm not getting the appropriate exercise. So I would be afraid that I would go home like a little more festively plump. It's not what I'm looking for.
Really can't jump that high on stage.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it is. It's
you don't
hard.
want to be like and like fall through the stage or anything like that. So.
Now, what are some of your favorite wines?
Really, I'm not picky. But I really like Wolf Blass.
Okay.
Yellow Label is really good. The Cabernet.
It is.
And it's relatively inexpensive. Like for us when we're touring, we always look for quality, but like pretty cheap. So we always go with Yellowtail, the Shiraz, Merlot, Cabernet, all good by our standards. So anyone watching, bring wine. We'll love you forever.
There's a reason I ask these questions.
Yes.
And I keep getting interviews.
Yes.
All right, so what's going on for the rest of the year with the band?
Well, this tour is really intense. We have 6.5 weeks, no days off, a show every single day that we're out. So after this tour, this takes us to the end of May, I think we're going to take some time off and hopefully write and try to get back into the studio before the fall. And hopefully that leads to a new album in the near future.
Excellent. Any sort of time frame on that?
Not really sure yet. We're aiming for, hopefully, if all goes well, we're aiming to be done writing and stuff by September.
Nice.
So perhaps that will equate to an album sometime, I guess, recorded in the fall and probably sometime next year. But
Okay.
I think after 46 days in a row, without any days off, we're allowed to have a bit of time off.
You literally have a gig every night
single day. The first date of the tour was April 10th, and I have not had a day off yet. And we still have, well, May 25th is the last date.
Wow.
So we're just about midway through the tour now.
Wow, that's intense.
It's very intense.
Wow, I know I couldn't do it.
Never done it before. The only time we've ever done it was in Europe, and we had one day off in a full month. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. I guess it's really only like if you get sick, you know, and then that becomes an issue. And there has been something going around. I was sick last week, but didn't miss a show or anything, so
That's
all good.
Well, you sound fine now.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, speaking of getting sick, we have a survey question.
Okay.
It's a survey question we ask every band coming through town,
All right.
and it's horrible, and you'll forget your childhood and cry.
Excellent.
In your entire career, traveling the whole world, what is the worst thing you have ever eaten on tour?
It's funny that something actually just popped into my head. The worst thing. Always voluntary. It's always voluntary, mind you. I volunteered to do this. We were in somewhere in the south. I want to say maybe it was Texas, but it might have been one of those Carolina places. I don't know. One of those bizarro south places. Anyways, we stopped at a gas station, and it was a really creepy, old, gross gas station. Not a lot, like dusty things on the shelves. Anyways, they had a jar of like pickled like pig ears. And it was just the ears, and like there was still hair on them and stuff too, and it was pickled. The pickling juice was kind of pink, and I bought it and I tried some. It was awful. Yeah. Voluntarily, I spent my own money to eat something that was disgusting.
Were you slightly buzzed at the time?
No, this was like during the day before a show. It was like just boredom. It just seemed intriguing to me. I don't know. I don't remember if there was noses in there too. There might have been, like snouts, the end of them. Yeah.
So what was the actual consistency of the...
It was kind of like spongy, like, you know, like, not good. Yeah, so I think that's probably the worst thing I've ever eaten on tour.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried other strange things before, like horse meat and stuff like that, but like, I think that was probably the grossest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you eat horse meat?
Japan.
Really?
Yep, they eat horses there apparently. Delicious. And then they send the rest of it to the glue factory.
They eat them because they don't ride them much, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, right on. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Hey, this is Groovy. I'm here with Morgan from Kittie. Moe's Barbecue, best place in the whole world, Denver, Colorado. Rock on. Interview number 200.
Wow!
High five! Cheers.